When should I register my trademark? That's a great question, and I'm going to spend the next 4 minutes talking about it. I'm Angela Langlotz, trademark and copyright attorney. If you want to see more of these, smash the like button and share it around. Other people might find it interesting. So, I get this question a lot. When is the right time to register my trademark? Well, I like to say you should register a trademark if you want the exclusive right to use that symbol or word or phrase in conjunction with the offer of your goods and services in commerce. In commerce means in commerce that Congress can regulate, mostly interstate commerce, but sometimes there are things like banking where you're only doing it in your state, but since Congress can regulate it, it's now interstate commerce. So don't worry about that. Ask your attorney about that. But when should you register it? Well, a lot of people have been coming to me lately because their brands are being stolen from them. They launch, they don't have a trademark on file yet, a trademark application on file yet, and then they go to file and they find that some naughty person has glommed onto their brand, right? So like a week later after they launch, they go and they find, oh my gosh, somebody has already filed like a week earlier a trademark for my exact goods and my exact mark. And there's nothing that you can do about that. Unfortunately, you're just going to be stuck quarreling about who has the better rights to the mark. How do you avoid this? Well, you register or apply to register before you publicize your business. It's kind of a pain in the butt because you don't really know whether or not your business is going to take off, right? So you might say, well, I'll register the brand later when I have more money and when I know my business is working. But then sometimes when you go to register it, you find that somebody else has already applied for that mark or a similar mark for the same goods or similar goods. And sorry, you're going to have a hard time convincing them to give it up. You're probably going to have to go fight with them about it. That's very expensive. What I recommend instead is that you file your trademark application before you launch based on your intent to use the mark in commerce. Yes, we can actually do that. It's a little bit more expensive, but the trade-off is that you get more certainty that you are going to be able to use that mark with your goods and services. Otherwise, you're just kind of rolling the dice, and maybe later when you get around to applying, it will be available, and maybe not. It sometimes does happen to my clients that they go to register later after telling me, oh, I'll wait a few months when I have more money, then I'll do it. Then we go in and we do the search and somebody else has already applied to register their trademark for goods that are so similar that I don't think it's productive to apply for the trademark for my client because I know it's going to be refused based on this prior application. So the only way to make sure that this doesn't happen to you is to file an intent to use application either coinciding with your launch, like a couple days before maybe if you want, or long time before, right? So if you get the process going, then when you're ready to launch, maybe your trademark application will be even closer to issuance. It does take about 9 months, so take that into account when you're launching a new business. I'm Angela Langlotz, and you can find me here live on weekdays. You can also find me online at TrademarkDoctor.net, on Facebook at facebook.com/TrademarkDoctor, and there's a huge video library on YouTube. Just search Trademark Doctor. I answer questions here. Just comment in the questions. Put your question in the comments if you have a question, and I will answer it in a future live video.